mean, first things first, Steve, how are you?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Long weekend right around the corner. Think I'm getting the very last warm weather cottage escape in, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, I mean, look, let's talk about your past month. I'd love to do a little link update. Behind the scenes, you sent over a bunch of photos where, it looks like you're a construction manager. Do you want to kind of walk through and, we'll show a bunch of these photos and videos of kind of what you guys were doing?
Yeah, sure. So, we as we disclosed, we've got an agreement with Block One Technologies. We're basically commissioning and running 6 megawatts of power, and it's leaked over into a little bit more. So we're taking, stranded gas and operationalizing that to right down to the plug level and plugging machines in, getting them up, getting them running, upgrading them on, and we're doing that not only on one site, we're actually doing it on 2 sites. And it's really nice. I mean, it's a modular form. So you take your generators, you take your containers, you take your communications, and you do that, and you just grow these sites in this modular fashion. So it's very scalable. It's not without its challenges. I'm not going to tell anyone you just turn on a little generator and you plug in computers. It's not quite that simple, but we're doing this at industrial scale. So it's some long hours with really, really good people. And, we have really great partners. Block One, these guys know mining really well. And Link, I think we know power and that interface. So we're weaving that interface between power and, mining requirements very, very well. It kind of really meshed as a team. And we're creating a really good base and a stable base for mining.
No, awesome. But hey, I'll share some of the construction photos. Obviously, they look pretty crazy. They're shipping containers, all sorts of other stuff. You even had a little walkthrough of kind of I want to say it's a pathway with a bunch of miners on some racks. It looks pretty wild. Obviously, a lot of money, even just on one rack, let alone on in this whole container and on some of the places that you guys are building. So pretty cool. Give people the behind the scenes kind of look. Other kind of update stuff in terms of just crypto in general. We're talking about mining Bitcoin. Bitcoin kind of as of this recording, let's say it's 11,000 US, it was at 12 for a bit, but last time we chatted, it was below 10. Do you want to talk maybe about how much the price of Bitcoin and, the fact that it's above 10K again impacts Link, and, maybe is there any more excitement in terms of people wanting to do mining because of, the Bitcoin price?
Yeah, I mean, any time with any business, right? If there's people are seeing potential profits, they jump on the bandwagon. I think in the Bitcoin world, there's more of a measured approach now. I think coin is maturing. You're seeing that just the way that it's being traded. There's always going to be some level of volatility. The world is a volatile place right now itself, right? We've got wonderful pandemics going on. We have wonderful elections going on. So you have all this chaos. I'm assuming a lot of it's going to calm down after November when whatever happens in the U.S. happens. And, so you've got to take all of those things. The stock market obviously has an impact on it. But you did see coin really well during all of this. Certainly found a much happier home in the monster swings we were seeing a year ago, right? So I think that's a really positive thing. And it allows us to go out about our business. So when you see it stable and when you see it slowly increasing in value, I think more and more people go, okay, this is a real business. This is the maturity of Bitcoin is coming. The maturity of the mining process is now upon us. So yeah, it's all good. And obviously, yeah, the higher it goes, I kind of like it where it's not too high, because then people almost get frenetic, right? They're like, we got to get in now, and they're screaming and yelling, and we got to go, and that's a tough way to do business. We're really just trying to grow this incrementally. As I said, it's not something you just throw up a bunch of plugs and plug in miners and go. This plan, and we with good partners and with good people on our team, we're able to, I think, piece and stitch it all together very quickly, and definitely make it profitable for those that come on board with us. So that's our goal, right? Is be good, be profitable, and do good business.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. Do you want to chat, any other, and I know this will be kind of shorter, but any company kind of updates, I guess, if you wanted to say any, over the past, month or so, since I know we haven't chatted in a couple weeks, but anything you wanted to kind of tell people, hey, this is what's been done. This is some other stuff we're looking to do.
Sure, and I, obviously we're a public company. I'm very focused on what we've disclosed. So what we've disclosed is what we're doing, right? Which is this operationalizing of these 6 megawatts. Again, that's a lot of power. Six megawatts of power. I mean, that's a lot of power. And our sole focus is to get that up, get it stable, make sure that we're learning all the things we need to do. And planning, which we always have to do for that scaling, right? So each one of these sites, we know that we have up to 50 megawatts. So we are planning, the next phase of commissioning. So you step through it, you get your machines, you stabilize, and you move to the next one, move to the next one, move to the next one. So that is our, that's our plan. That's our operational agenda. And I think people will just see us, continue to grow like that. In the next little bit, I would say that we'll continue to follow through on that business plan. That's what I can tell you.
Yeah. So talk to me, so 2 sites, each 50 megawatts. So call it 100 megawatts. So just give people an idea, they're used to their house, electric bills. How much is, 50 or let's say 100 megawatts compared to what people might be used to?
Okay. Well, if you think about it the probably easiest way is people use between 5 and 10 kilowatts an hour, right? In their own homes, pretty big homes, 10 maybe kilowatts an hour. And that would be a fairly large home, but I'd just say on average 5 kilowatts. So 1 kilowatt, 1,000 kilowatts equals a megawatt. So if we're doing a megawatt, right, we have a lot of homes on our tap. So but I think what's important, and this is where people get lost, is this power that we're using is not power that we're pushing for homes. The beauty of what we're doing and the beauty of being modular and being sort of semi-mobile is we can go where there is no demand for this, because we're not going to go where there's a high demand and we're in competition for power. We're going to go where there is no demand. We're going to go where there's abandoned wells, there's abandoned gas, and we're going to monetize that for the landowner or the energy company. So we're actually doing things like in Alberta right now where we're stimulating some economic growth in certain areas that have actually shuttered their oil and gas operations. So, and part of the way we remain sustainable as an operation is we hire locally. I mean, guys like me come there, we make sure it's going to work. We're good, but we're finding local talent. We focus on finding local talent because that is a sustainable way to make these things work. Okay. And that comes from my experience. Like I give you a quick go back is in Africa, right? We gave the town a 5% equity share in this project because we knew that would make it more sustainable. We hired only locals to work on the project because we knew that would make it sustainable. The same thing happens here is we want the local communities to feel the positive impact of what we're doing. Because some of the places we're in are very small. Some of the places are a little bit larger, but again, it should always be managed and maintained by the local people.
Yeah, no, it's awesome that obviously you guys are making sure it's sustainable for the economics, and hey, that's how you build a long-term business. So really, I mean, look, just to give people the math, I threw out my calculator quick. 100 megawatts is basically what 20,000 homes would use every hour.
That's correct.
That's insane. That's awesome. So really to give people an insight of like how big some of some of these properties might be, and really the behind the scenes, that's a lot of power. And obviously you guys are getting it, kind of at a discount because you're going after these types of land, where people aren't using the power otherwise, and you're making other people money. You're doing it a little cheaper. It's just great business. You're building some sustainable jobs, which is great. Is there anything else you wanted to cover? I know, look, we don't need to make this too long. I think this was a great update. You guys, you're finally back without your construction hat on. Make sure that I share that photo. But obviously we'll throw some things in here. Anything you wanted to touch on?
I think there's exciting times ahead. We're actually, for us, we're heading into very favorable weather. Ambient temperatures are a little lower, which we can run our machines, and our clients can run machines, a little bit higher. And we're working on all that with them to make sure that things are optimized. And we're excited. I'm really excited about the opportunities in Alberta, Saskatchewan. So we're continuing on our business plan from that perspective. So I think the month of September is going to be a really exciting time for Link.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes peeled, man. Never know what could happen. We got to go. It's go. And the last part is I got to say that the team, we have guys, it's pretty cool business. We have a tech guy that actually sits in Bellingham. We have other people on site. So the local people, we have another guy that commutes from Kelowna, and we've got a really interwoven team of experts that are making this happen. And none of this would be happening without those guys. So I need to give them a shout out, because all I do is I go there and point, look up and down, take some pictures, and get kicked off the site. So they're the doers, and I'm just the observer. But it's pretty exciting to see machines running, and the clients get going on and logging in, and they're seeing all their machines running, and everybody's happy. And that notwithstanding, there's always challenges, but that's where we want to be. And in a few months, I think that you'll see us as a really a leader in that field in the area.